tried to let it go. I find myself alone. I tried to let it go. Say to God, I gotta clean this place you left dirty. Moving on into another phase where you can't hurt me. Why is it so hard now? I gotta confess I'm losing it. Why do you keep haunting me? I gotta confess I tried to let it go. I found myself alone. I tried to let it go. I tried to let it go. I found myself alone. I tried to let it go. Why is it so hard now? I gotta confess I'm losing it. Why do you keep haunting me? I gotta confess I tried to let it go. I found myself alone. I tried to let it go. I tried to let it go. I find myself alone. I tried to let it go.
What the? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Did you work out today? I did dynamic core, took care of the core, feeling strong all over, baby. Starting to kind of lose that extra fat now, getting extra lean. My pants are falling off. Let's put the lemon into the water like we do every single day. I'm going to take a big sip of lemon water. Yesterday, I drank the whole thing. Might just do it again. Decalcify that pineal gland, get ourselves ready for another amazing show, and make it munchies. That's the name of this track by Midnight Cycler. Let's break it down. 55,960. We still got liquidity all the way to the downside here on BOOKMAP. Link to BOOKMAP in the description if you want to check it out. All right, we got fiat leak showing where the fiat is leaking. People buying Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the fear and greed index and have a blast today. Thank you so much for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. First thing I want to do is stop the music. Moment of silence for 9/11. The day shaped my life forever. Put a post out on Twitter this morning. I saw CryptoFace put a post out. I had a video about how 9/11 led me to Bitcoin. So right now, moment of silence for anyone that lost anybody, and even just anyone that was affected by 9/11, me included, in the whole world. Dear Lord, we don't know why these tragedies occur, but we do know that we become stronger and closer to you when they do. Amen. Thank you for everything, and help any tragedy, anything you're going through, help it make you get closer to God and not further away. And may God bless each and every one of you today on this live stream. Thank you. Okay. You got, respect for 9/11, one of the biggest moments of my life. I was in New York at the time. I had just gotten there for school orientation. I had just got to New York August 29th. I had been in the city 10 days. And on that 11th day, or maybe the 31st I got there, something like that. But 10 days later, boom, my whole life would change. So liquidity to the downside. Bitcoin battling 56,000, lost 57,000 nastily. Out of a bear flag on the 15-minute after it got rejected by the 200 MA here on the 15-minute. And we did talk about this. I said, watch out for the bear flag on the 15-minute there, lane to the pole. Looked like it was going to break to the downside. It did that. And, I was long. I took a long here when I front run this big channel up. And then when we came up, I just figured I took the profit because I figured, hey, it was unsustainable. Shoulder, head, bit of a right shoulder there too as well. As you can see that, I'm seeing that now, which could complete the move to the downside. Pretty messy price action today. We're going to break it down for you like we do every single day here on the channel. We're going to see if we can find a live trade, and maybe we don't. Remember, tomorrow is going to be core PPI, right? So we had core CPI today, which we are all over for you guys in the trading group, kind of keeping you guys abreast of what was happening. All right. And you can see we came in at 0.3, which was higher than the forecasted at 0.2 month over month. But, year over year, we stayed flat. Thank you, baby. Beautiful. You're so beautiful, honey. I love you. And so core CPI is, was even, but that 0.3 still was a bearish sign for the markets, and it took the NASDAQ and the S&P down. Bitcoin followed suit. Tomorrow, we're going to have core PPI, similar, and unemployment claims. That's going to be a big deal. So we have core PPI and unemployment claims all on the same day. That's going to throw us for a bit of a doozy there. 8:30 tomorrow. So sometimes I don't even trade from, this PPI to CPI because it can be volatile all night and all day, and just you got a lot of people that are speculating based on those ideas, and so there's a lot of wacky volume that doesn't have as much, it's like emotional volume, is if I could describe it. Let's take a look at the weekly, and right now the weekly is bullish. You look at me and like, how? Well, we're closing. If this weekly candle closes, we'll close above support, which we made when this candle closed right there. And so far, as long as the weekly candle can close above 54.8, I'll take it as a sign that we can get a move further to the upside. If we close below it, I'll take it as a sign that we're coming to test 51,000. And then if we lose that, you got to take it as a sign that we're coming somewhere down to test 44. And the level I'm looking at is 41,500. Is 40,000 still in the cards? It's very possible, everybody. I'd say there's a 40, maybe a 50-50 chance. There's a high likelihood, I don't want to say there's a high likelihood, but there's a pretty high chance. I'd say a 40 to 50% chance we could still go down to 42,000. All right. I'm not a perma bear. I'm not a perma bull. In the long run, I'm overall more bullish on Bitcoin than I am on fiat currency. I'll tell you that, because, there's less Bitcoin out there, and, and I got into Bitcoin pretty early, so it would, it would definitely be in my benefit, but, it is what it is. Yeah. Okay, making sure everything's good. Sean, you're all set. Everybody's all good. Let me try to pop out that chat and see what's happening. We have 1,128 people. I don't know what happened last night. We got 500 subscribers. Last night at 1 in the morning, I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, and I'm doing the math, how long it's going to take me to get to 100,000 subs. And I did the math and I said at 3,000 subs a month, 10 months would be 30,000 subs. I said it'd take me about 10 months to get to where, the 100,000 subscribers. So, and then last night I got 500 subscribers from 1 to 6 in the morning. And I said, man, if that happens, I'll get to 100K maybe by December. You never know. So shout out to anyone that helped me out. I don't know if there was a YouTuber that talked about me. I don't know if I got some extra love from Crypto Jeb, Crypto Face. Someone did something, because that was a big jump. And I just want to say I appreciate whoever did it, or just the universe, man. God bless. So 71,500 subscribers today and counting. And the lifers are just really, really growing strong, man. And we're competing with the best of the best traders in the game. You know what I mean? There's really only like 10 crazy hardcore traders out there, and I compete with them every single day. I mean, I don't know if we compete, but we, I think we sharpen each other's swords. We push each other to be better. I don't know if that's competition or if it's just, and that happens in every single thing. CryptoFace and BitBoy dropped your name. Oh, man, see, that's what they did. See, CryptoFace and BitBoy dropped my name on the channel, and then that's what happened, man. See? Both good dudes, man. Always been in my corner. Both of them have been in my corner for a long time. So blessings on blessings. So the weekly, if the weekly can close like this will be a bullish sign. Our next weekly resistance will be 58,000. We got to break back above 58K if we want to see the likes of 64,000 ever again. 5-day chart opening bullish again, showing signs of 53,800 support. You see that? And it looks like we could flip bullish here on the 5-day chart. This trend line's actually holding a little nicer on the 5-day than it is on any other chart. Look at that. I mean, they're just beautiful. That looks like we could make a move further to the upside here. Pretty weird channel, I'll tell you though. I'll tell you what though. Pretty strange price action if you ask me. And then I go to the 3-day again. That closes in 9 hours and 40 minutes. We're going to get a 3-day candle close. It's going to have a bearish wick. I'd like to see this come up and close above. So what I want to see is by tonight, I'd like to see the 3-day candle close above 56,164. I'd write down 3-day 56,200. You want to see the 3-day candle close above 56,200 if you are remaining bullish. These are little clues that you'll forget. If you don't write down, you're like, oh yeah, that's what Lifer said, but then you'll completely forget what I was saying. I started showing this concept here, the down, up, getting into this tighter channel in the 3-day chart that could break it out of a falling wedge to the upside here for Bitcoin. So that's the level that I'm looking at. We go to the daily time frame and take a look at this bearish engulfing candle on the daily. That's no good. That's not fun. Could it be a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder on our way out of here? Only time will tell. Let's clean up the daily. Let's talk about it. Let's show you what I'm seeing here on the daily. So the daily has a double bottom, clear as day, right? Double bottom. Honestly, that red candle right there is usually not what you see when you get a beautiful double bottom. Usually we would have a red candle somewhere here, but that does have a measured move up to 75,000 that we talked about the last few days. With I scaled that with my eye. I eyed that pretty well, but pretty much the same. But I mean, you're getting overbought on the daily. Yeah, it just wow. You can see here too that there was like previous support or resistance right at this level here. They kind of went a little lower and a little higher, but it's a range bound zone at 57.8. And once you lost 57.8 in the 15-minute, also lost the 200 MA. Bearish signs. I will tell you though, like price action super tight like this with the 21 away. Usually we get a move to the upside. I keep saying, and I said that here. I just backtested this on multiple assets throughout the world, and I know it doesn't seem as such right now, but you gotta trust me in one sense that I have a lot of data, and when I give you information, I'm giving it to you based on a lot of data. I'm not just blowing smoke or saying I think or I believe or this is what it's based on the data. All right, and Trust me, the charts will get you through. You don't have to conceptualize anything else. The charts will get you through. I'm going to get rid of some of this weekly support of resistance. You got to write it down and kind of remember it if you want to keep it in your radar. All right, we don't want to lose 55.8, right? That's going to be causing a problem. So you got a little bit of support here where you bounced. A wick, a resistance, and you're right at this level here on the daily. It shows that if you drop to 55.8, you're going to drop and fall very fast to this bottom trend line. And you're going to be somewhere at about 50,257. You would expect BOOKMAP to have liquidity down there. There's a 47,000 bar. It looks like he just left it there, some whale. But it does say you can go to 54.8 and possibly to 54,000, and that's how we could eventually head further to the downside. So that will close bearish engulfing on the daily. That'd be very bearish if we close as such. 4-hour time frame looks horrible, breaking to the downside now as well. And that was most of the move there. The 1 hour breaking, and that's the bear flag that we had there. And that brings me to the 15, right? The 1 hour just lost the 200 MA. Usually we get a nasty dump down to the downside there. And today is Wednesday, one of my favorite days to trade. So I may be opening up a short there. To me, that's a beautiful short signal for Bitcoin. 15-minute coming down too, but maybe it comes up for a bearish retest. 7-minute in a bit of a flag. So watch the 7-minute. If you're late on the charts, you're going to want to see the 7-minute make a bear flag. If the 7-minute creates the flag and the 1 hour stays below the 200 MA, you have yourself what I call a model, a locked-in model for me that gives me a high probability of a win rate. Same concept if you break above the 1 hour 200 SMA, but you make a bullish flag on the 7 this way. I would trade that 7 because the momentum on the 1 hour has shifted, telling me that the 7-minute flag is likely to play out. You understand how we're using bigger time frames to back up the smaller time frames. It's called macro trend down, basically markdown analysis, and you're taking it from one bigger trade down to a smaller concept. When I make any trade, I'm looking at the bigger picture of the market, even when I'm scalping the smaller time frames. All right. So what we want to see is the 7-minute, not V-shaped recovery. If the 7-minute breaks the 200 MA, I would long. Not until then. I don't really need to. All right. You could try to catch the reversal if you want. So what you're waiting for here is for the 7-minute. So there's two trades here. All right. That I would be going at. I'd be beginning to look at a short trade here for Bitcoin. We've got the liquidity. 54,000 looks likely. And, we don't have to go for the bigger moves. We just got to take kind of the daily liquidations. Who are they going to go after? And we just got to be on the other side of the trade, A lot of the people don't know what BOOKMAP is. They don't want to pay for it. They don't have the money. They don't want to invest in themselves. Most people don't want to invest in themselves. Most people aren't in the top 1% because they don't invest in themselves. They invest in beer, the wrong types of foods, and they hang out with people that don't serve them. They go to the bar with people that don't like them. They drink with 4 or 5 other people that are depressed. Then they wonder why they're depressed when they go home, because you're the culmination of the 5 people you're spending most of your time with. And if you're at the bar looking right and left and everyone around you is eating peanuts and chugging another Guinness, well, guess what? The joke's on you, my friends. And I'm sorry if that sounds hard, and I'm sorry if that doesn't make you feel good. But if you want to push yourself to the highest level possible, you think Tom Brady was chugging Guinness? Someone's like, yeah, no. You think, Michael Phelps was at the bar? No. Go study every great person. Don't get mad at me and act like I'm criticizing you. Go study every great person on earth, and you will find they were not at the bar drinking. They were achieving their dreams. They were pushing forward every single day with discipline, focus, all right? And the manifestation and the belief that they could do something great, all right? Bitcoin is a depressant. It pushes you down. It doesn't help you fly. I'm just telling you the honest facts. I went through it myself. I drank for years. It didn't serve me. The only thing serving me was the bartender. Ching, right? I'm going to use that. Anyway, let's get back into brass tacks here, but I always want to kind of sprinkle a little bit of mindset while we're here today and talking about what's happening on mindset. So it's important. It's important. So if the 1 hour continues to stay below the 200, we're going to get a nasty dump down to 54,000. That's just likely. This kind of looks like a Bart Simpson now. Now that I see it clearly, it's a Bart Simpson head that's going to, it's a Bart Simpson. I don't know why it took me so long to see that. And we did call the bearish div there. We saw the bearish divergence right there at the beginning of the day as well. All right. Hey, everybody, remember yesterday when I lost $840? It was $800, $850 I lost in front of the world. You know what's crazy is right after that, I told you I'd make it back. And no lie, no BS, I made 800. Look, I lost 840 and I made 839. I mean, it's like God was watching me. And I sold 57.8 yesterday, right before we went to 58,000. I sold basically that top of that run. And I made all that money back immediately within, like, look, I lost the money 9:10 at 11:49. I opened up the trade at 12:30, and I was out at at 2:41. 2 hours later, so 3 hours from the loss, I made it all back. Look at that, and put it all right. And then I wasn't greedy too, and I told you guys I would, man. And you guys had so much faith in me. You know, losing in front of people isn't fun. But I have to show the world, man, I made it right back. It's like God gave me exactly the amount back. Fine, a buck difference. And I could have, if I had hung out and waited, I wouldn't. At one point, it went down. You know. Just zoomed in on the timestamp. Sam tells no lies. It's all there, man. It's all there. It's all there. I did it, baby. I did it. I couldn't believe I did it. I was happier yesterday making back that loss than a day when I make a win, man. It was unbelievable. Okay, so let's continue here. So we're watching the 7-minute make a bit of a flag here. All right. And me, I like the fact that the short is below the 200 on the 1 hour time frame. That's like a go-to of mine. If we make it back, and I may not make any trades really because, I mean, after what happened yesterday, having a really good trading week, I took profits out of the market this week too. Every couple of times, I take a couple $100,000 out of the market. I tell everyone too, take profits out the market. You know what I mean? It's funny. I swear, me and CryptoFace were up at the same time doing the same thing last night. I'm taking $226,000 out of the market again, and you look at me, and I want to make that clear. Everyone's like, but why aren't you buying the dip? I bought the dip. You guys saw me, $10,000 here, $5,000 there, $10,000, $10,000, $20,000. You know what I mean? I bought $9,000 of Arkham. I bought another, I bought $5,000 of Sui yesterday. You know what I mean? I bought another $5,000 of Bitcoin of the dip. And someone would say, why don't you put this all into Bitcoin? And I would, but I want to pay my house off. And you'd be like, why? Why not put it all into Bitcoin? Pay your house off later. Just give them the mortgage for now. Huh. I guess, I should. Some days I say, why not go all in, Sam? You'll be worth more in the end. But, I just want to tell you guys, I do take profits out this market. And I don't just sit here and play games and, So, anyway, want to see this get tighter in the zone and fall to the downside. The 1 hour would stay below the 200 MA, which would complete this move further down. And that would be the short that we were looking for here for BTC. Just took you from the weekly to the 3-day, 5-day, all the way to the 7-minute time frame. Different concepts, different strokes for different folks. So shoulder, head, right shoulder. Coming back to the neckline. Looking very, very bearish, to say the least. And how you enter the bear city. Bear city, get it? How do you scare a city? Tell them that there's scarcity. How do you lie to your vision? You watch the television that tells lies to your vision. How do you find out what you're going to do? You read the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth. How do you realize the real lies? You realize when you realize the real lies. Realizing is just seeing the real lies that have been told to you over time. All right. Don't drink spirits unless you want spirits in your life, in your body. So there's the short that I'm looking at here for Bitcoin. I'd like the stop loss above the point of control. And I'm going to kind of push the target a little bit, breaking the rules there. But it looks like we could go higher. I'd like the stop loss above the POC, though. It would give me a higher probability of a win rate, So this would be a short call down to 53,901. The stop loss would have to be at about 56,364. And dang, y'all are so consistent. I've never had a more consistent group of people in the world with the lifers, man. You people are amazing. Now the 7 Stokes want to come up. want to see this flag develop a little bit and wait patiently. Patience is a virtue that very few possess. My father had little, I have even less. No, but literally I work on my patience every single day. Whenever you're stuck in traffic, remember that person just doesn't notice you at the store, or the two, salespeople are just talking to each other while you're standing there. I used to be really rude and say, hey. Now I just sit there and wait until they look at me. And sometimes they recognize my humble patience. Other times they're really just rude, but it doesn't matter. I just don't let rude people make me rude. Rude people used to make me rude immediately. I felt like I had a right to be rude to rude people because they were rude. I'd be like, what are you doing? I don't do that anymore. I eat my own words a lot and just kind of sit there. And it's all the games. I'll be honest. Say you go and you make $2,000 in a trade that day. Then you go outside and you see the waitress. You see all these people. And the waitress isn't waiting on you. People aren't helping you. You kind of go, you know what? I still did better than they did today. So I swear trading makes it easier to be patient to other people because you got to work on patience. And you're living a great life. You're trading from your house while people have to go to work every day. I mean, come on. So blessings on blessings for all those concepts and ideas that trading provides for you. And that's why I'm here every day. I want you to have a beautiful life. I want to show you that you can achieve greatness and get to places you never thought possible. All right. I like this short. I'm going to open the short here on the limit. I've been limiting in every time for the last month now. No more market. And I pay barely any fees at all. And if I hold MEXC token on top of that, it's amazing. Everyone, if you want to trade where I trade, jump on into MEXC.com. It has the lowest fees of any exchange in the game. No one can touch it at the present moment in time. Weeks comes very, very close. I'll tell you that. Weeks is the next best thing that you could touch. That's why I like Weeks. But look at this. I mean, you got number one, they give you all the CPI data. They got new deposits, fun stuff. If you hold MX token, you can also get into airdrops, right? They're constantly giving future bonuses all the time, right? And so look, 0.01% and 0.2% there, maker and taker. 0% for the maker. I mean, you can't beat that. It's absolutely amazing. So you gotta love that. MEXC, baby. Sign up to MEXC. And again, you could trade spot, all the stuff, and I put it up here in this pinned comment. Make it very simple and easy for you to do. All right. Shout out to the 1,644 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Baby, let's get back to brass tacks here. We're watching the 7-minute. I just entered a short. I do almost trade every single day here on the channel. You'll watch me trade live funds in front of you every single day. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I win. Yesterday I took a beating, but I made that money back immediately. Talking about the loss actually feels pretty cool because it lets you know that I have the guts to do it and not be afraid of what people think of me. Having the guts to go forward, having the guts to make it happen, having the guts to find out whether you can or not is what makes you who you are. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the building block. I repeat that every day now as I listen to Jim Rohn more and more. And I send a Jim Rohn video into the trading group every day. I want to change your brain, change the way you think, change the way you push. Have you ever used Femex? Femex is horrible. I would never use it. The fees are too high. They will gouge you. I'm sorry if someone else uses Femex. No offense to them. I use MEXC and Weeks because the fees are the least. I don't trade where I want to trade. I trade where the fees are the least. I'm a fickle man, you know what I mean? I'm a frugal man, not a fickle man. I'm a frugal man, Anyway, and I could easily lose this trade. Watch that V-shape recovery and come up and hit me right off any single time. That's why I always use a stop loss, and I always use proper risk management on every single trade that I'm in, okay? The short is easy money, my friend. Nothing is easy money, my friend. I regard people who are insincerely polite worse than those who are rude. At least rude people are attempting to be themselves. I like that. Hey, Sam, breathe and put away the data, the charge of the day for just a minute, and let's get your true intuitive third eye into Bitcoin. Shout out to Michael, man. I love you, brother. You're the man. I like that. I see that, this bear flag looks like as long as we stay below the 1 hour 200 MA, we are going to dump here to the downside. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, bearishly retesting the neckline and the 200 MA. I see rolling over, but you never know. I could be completely wrong here. They could V-shape recovery it all the way back to the upside. Okay. 94 days sober from alcohol today. It changed my life. God bless you. Face this 27. You must feel so amazing. I can't remember the last time I had a drink, man. It's been a long, long time. Four years now. And I didn't even have a huge problem, but I mean, alcohol didn't sit well with me. I did stupid things when I was on alcohol. Some of the most insane things that I've ever done was on alcohol. So, made 1% over and over again and stopped cutting down the 1% who rule the markets or not. Buy and hold. Buy and hold is the other way. Amen. I for one. I like that. Shout out to Jennifer Moffitt. We love you. We appreciate you. And we care about you. You're here every single day. Your dedication is seen, is watched. I appreciate your viewership. I appreciate you constantly giving a chat. You're awesome, Jennifer. May God give you everything you've ever wished for, and may you make it happen. That's the Irish way. I'm sober for 7 years. Amen. Yeah, the Irish way is to drink alcohol every day for 20 years and then give it up. We don't know how to stop, be conservative. Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Brent Franklin, I remember that. I think I owned that shirt at one point. Everyone in Boston wears that shirt. 7 and 8 minute building some baby legs. Maybe we get the likes up to the light. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. 1,600 people here on the live. 375 likes. And if you like your bags to pump, let's get it in. All right, let's break it down and talk about other things. Phantom inside of this beautiful inverted head and shoulder on the bigger time frame, the 3-day high. It could come down to the 4 hour though and get tight. If Bitcoin dumps, a lot of these will dump, but the altcoins were looking interesting. I will tell you, the altcoins were looking interesting. How do you know when it's alt season? Everyone wants alt season. Everyone wants the most gains. The most gains when the most gains come when the alts pump. There's a cup and handle here on total 3 with hidden bullish divergence on that 3-day chart, on that weekly chart. That thing is looking absolutely beautiful. Look at the divergence here on the indicator too as well. RSI is pushing up. Price action's pushing down. Looks like we're about to make a higher low and really start to turn a corner here on these altcoins. I could be wrong, but I'm telling you right now, they call me Sammy Cup and Handy for a reason. And we be banging on them. And this looks like it's going to make it all the way to 1.234. 1.234, huh? 1.234. $1.234 trillion for the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is total 3. And I'm telling you, man, this is a model that I played on many coins in my life. I've traded this exact model hundreds of times. When I see it, I go pretty hard, and I wait for a year, and it usually pays me pretty nicely. I found this on bigger time frames. I like this on the 3-day chart on an altcoin, and man, you'll start to see my sauce. It'll all make sense. 100%, my friend, 100%. Watch my video that I put out today on Twitter about Crypto Lifer finding, 9/11 to Bitcoin. How 9/11 led me to Bitcoin. Pretty cool concept. I also dropped it inside of the, I also dropped it. Shout out to BitBoy and CryptoFace, man. Two awesome people, man. Really nice guys, man. Both people that have dedicated themselves to cryptocurrency. You can say whatever you want about the backstory, all right, of one of these characters. But at the end of the day, there's many people here in this chat. Right now, put a 333 if you found me on BitBoy. Put a 333 if you found me through CryptoFace. Two people that have been very nice and very, very loving towards me and my movement. So I don't hate on the love, man. I get it. You don't have to trust somebody to know that they helped me. That's all you got to know. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cass losing the 4 hour to MMA. How low can we go? Love your calls. Is that Bufflink? I bet that's Bufflink. And I can't even see the name, but above it is, see? Because you always say love your calls. Shout out to Bufflink. We love you. Look at all the 333s in the comment section, man. I know where I came from. I don't play, baby. I don't play. So we got a lot of people here, man, from the very beginning. Found you from BitBoy back in the day. See that? I'm still getting love from his love that he showed me, man. So, hey, when you get energy tossed your way and it comes from somewhere else, you can't disrespect that energy. You just can't. Look at this. Even Rave Song Records. Some of my favorite people found me. So, hey, I got lucky on my FYP. Hey, there you go. So total 3 alt season looks like we could get a big move here. What would stop alt season? We would lose 515 and drop to 428. That would negate this falling wedge, and we'd have to kind of pick up and look at a different story. But right now, this is the story. Morning Glory, this is what we're looking at. And this is the concept here for Bitcoin. Another thing I want to talk about is the Gaussian, the 8-day Gaussian channel. All right. We're going to show you the 8-day Gaussian. All right. The 8 days specifically here. So look, every bear market, we fell into the 8-day Gaussian channel. As long as we stay out of this channel and we wick away from it, there's a good chance this is just simply a bull flag. It looks so much like a bull flag, everybody that wants to pump to the upside. Like, we've seen these so many times. If the bears were in control, they would have been able to drop. They've had weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and days, but they've only been able to go somewhat sideways. If the bears were in control, they would have brought us further as further down as we went up. But look, the bulls went up in 4 8-day periods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fine. 40, 50 days, fine. You could call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 8-day periods. Look how much longer they've had, and they couldn't do the same damage that the bulls did. Just conceptually. It's just an idea right there to see it. Look, I mean, they had more time, and they couldn't bring the price in the same range. They brought it down less than the bulls brought it up. That is showing you signs. That's what a bull flag is telling you. That's what consolidation is telling you. It's telling you a story inside of the story, okay? And it's breaking it down for you. You got to love also the American flag bandana. That's awesome. I'm all about that. And, you know, and you got to love Ben's kind of Picasso shirt going on there too. You know, a little, you know, he's got a little art action going on there. You know, finding his free side there, you know. I just mess with. I always think if I could make Ben laugh, man. I don't ever know. Yeah. Let's go to Winded, my favorite track in the game. Winded, baby, Winded. Who likes Winded? I love Winded. You're like, what is Winded? This is Winded right here. I like this track. All right. Let's get back into the short. Am I getting demolished here? Or is Sammy winning the trade here? We're flat up 1%. Still inside the flag. That's okay. I want to see this flag slowly make a flag. I want to see the 21 come into price action. When the 21 touches price action, that's likely when we're going to kick off the move. Why? Don't ask me why. I backtested it for years and found it to be true. We would trade this bull flag 100 times over. We've done it many times in this channel, so why wouldn't you trade this bear flag? See, people will trade bullish, but they won't trade bearish, and I don't understand. It's the same freaking trade over and over again. It's just the way you're looking at it. I'll teach you how to flip the charts upside down. I'll flip your mind upside down. You'll never be the same after you're done with an hour with me. I'm telling you right now, even today, who's here first on the channel for the first time ever, and you're feeling a different type of energy, put a 444 if you're feeling a different type of energy, a different type of vibe, a different type of feeling. Something's happening right now. You're on this live, baby. Put a 444 if you're feeling something different than you've ever felt on a YouTube channel, because I know a bunch of you are, man. I know a bunch of you are. Shout out to everybody here. I'm feeling the hype. I'm feeling the love. And I know if we push together, if we spread the frequency together, if we keep the love moving, we cannot be denied. Love is the strongest frequency in the game. They can't stop the love, baby. And they can't stop the accuracy of this channel. Look at that short starting to play out so far, so good. The second we get into the middle here, we're going to be moving that stop loss to break even as soon as we can. I've never seen more 44s in the game. Look at these 444s coming from all around the world, baby. We got people here from Madagascar, Cambodia, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, you name it. We got people from every state in the United States. I mean, we got it locked and loaded here. This is the Crypto Livers show. You've never seen anything like this, baby. We blowing up. We taking over. All right? It's the energy that people love. It's the positive that people like. It's the consistency that people want in life. You know, they ask people, what do they like the most? And what do Americans like the most? Consistency is what Americans like the most. Consistency, baby. Once you become consistent, people can trust in you. They'll trust in your brand. A consistent business is a business that can grow forever, baby. 100 years, 200 years, 500 years. W.D. Du Bois, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's see if we can continue to get this rock and rolled to the downside here and make sure we take a look at our 1 hour. Ooh, what happened? What are you doing to me, TradingView? Uh-oh. I don't like when it does that. Frozen in time. Yeah, I mean, that's... And again, like I showed you, you could have gotten to the bear flag like I did. Or you can just literally open up a trade right now with a stop on the other side of this 200 and let that thing cook, baby. Let it cook. You could open this up like this and turn this into a flag and say, there's your bear flag too that's breaking down. That's likely going to break down where it began. So you're looking at an idea of 52,005 is very likely for this to go to that level. I'm giving you the trade right now, even though you don't realize it. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. You got to get the education. I'm giving you the education. All right, you got to figure out if the trade works for you. All right. But I don't chase, right? But that's a good concept. Now, if you don't want to chase, you're heading into the bear flag on the 7-minute time frame. You get it? I know I got to reload that box. That box, that one died on me. The Binance chart just said, nope, we're not gonna. And wow, we just got flooded to the downside, and you're now in the money on the short. Sammy did it again. Getting you paid in the shorts, baby. Sammy did it again. So far, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. There could be a bullish div. They might reverse this. But the 1 hour below the 200 is giving us a high likelihood of a move to the downside here. All right. All right. Canadians like U.S. citizens, but not so much those who claim America as their title. Samantha, what? In all my years, I've ever met, I one of you. Tony Rosas? Listen to this guy. He made his name after you. These people are so strange, man. The only people that think I'm cringy are people that are full of hate. The people that don't love themselves. You know what I mean? So I love you. And actually, no, let's get this guy out of the channel forever. And he's trying to get me to kick off my buddy, Tony Rosas. Look what he did there. And he put it right next to them. Wow. We're going to hide the user on that channel forever. A lot of weird haters out there. Anyway, let's focus on the love and the positivity. All right. 333 in the chat. Yeah, get the pencil necks out of here, man. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. We don't want them here. If you don't believe in yourselves, if you don't like other people, if you're not a positive person, get out of the stream. If you don't spread light, love, and happiness wherever you go, get out of the stream. If you can't like when someone else is succeeding in life and doing great things, get out of the stream. If you don't like when someone dresses nice, puts on their best, and is confident, get out of the stream. All right? If this ain't the place for you, if you're a hater, if you're a closet, succubus, bounce. We don't need low energy individuals. We need high energy, love, high frequency. This is a live trade that's going on right now. You can say, oh, he's yapping about life and frequency, but he's in a live trade. It's one thing if I just yapped about life and frequency. I wasn't in the live trade. I'd get it. I'd be like, all right, he yaps a lot like Tony Robbins, but show us the money, Sammy. If this trade plays out, you'll have nothing to say. But the fact that the concept's played out in front of you, and we'll be back here tomorrow doing it again. I'm the guy that lost 800, made it back in 3 hours. That's a story. That's better than the story of the guy that just made 800. I'll tell you what. I like that story better. You tell me which story you want to hear. I'll tell you which one I want to tell you. Hey, bada bing, bada boom over here. Talk about it, huh? Hey, Alois, I think I'll grow a beard. Hey, my name's Peter Griffin. Hey, Chris, go to your room. Put my foot up your butt. Everybody go to leave Meg at the gas station. No, we like Meg. We're not doing that Meg stuff anymore. It's daddy-daughter day with Meg every day. I love you, Meg. I'm sorry about all the times that they wrote me in and made me mean to you. Should have done that in the show. Love you, Meg. Thanks, Dad. Hey, Sam, I'm also at MEXC now. How can MEXC link in TradingView like you do? Greetings from the Netherlands. I don't link it to TradingView. I just have a TradingView widget right here that lets me do all the same things that you can do on TradingView. Aha. Best channel for TA and mental training. Shout out to Jay Bella. All right. I like my succubus to have dark. You're funny, man. Is there a whale absorbing? You're funny. Is there a whale absorbing? Funny concepts by beginner questions. Right. Eight-day Gaussian, 1 hour down. 8-day Gaussian, 8-day Gaussian, 8-day Gaussian, 1 hour down. That's how my mind works. Live stream, place to be, baby. Yep. I'm a whale shorting. He says it's so funny. We got whales shorting the market. 1,762 people here on the live. 515 likes. Chat revenue out of control. You people are amazing. And look, that's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. That's got a measured move right there from the head to the neckline. And that suggests that we go, to 54,000. So I see a lot of 54,000. We got the liquidity to the downside. Now they're building big red bars. And this has been spot on. I mean, if you just trade down every time, you can literally put no stop and just trade down, trade up. Again, I don't do that, but I have back tested it, and it basically would play out over time. All right. How's my bot doing? How's Sammy's bot doing? Let's take a look at the bot here. Funny, we thought the guy made a template. He's like, where's the template? Oh, that's weird how it's showing the bot in the template, but it's not showing the bot template. Sweetie, I'm live streaming, my love. What's going on, my baby? All right, no, come on, get on out. No. You don't come in here to whine during the live. How much leverage are you using currently? 33x leverage. And vertex headed shoulder forming on Bitcoin. Right shoulder forming. Inverted, yeah. I suffer well selfishly positive. You're funny. What does whales do, man? Absorb and absolutely thing? CBD, chicken, spring water. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is it worth using prop firm to learn how to leverage trade? It's up to you. I never did it. Yeah, I like to do things from the very ground up, but some people think it really helps them. Everyone's journey is different. If that's your journey, then may it be. May it be great. All right. 525931. Thank me later. Sure, brother. I love when people just do that, Sam, do you get in the sauna? I don't have a sauna, but I have a jacuzzi. Yeah. I use the 99 to help me learn. Amen. Thank you. We'll teach you concepts every single day here to help you. Right? Or maybe I just go to the regular setting. The bot will kick. Oh yeah, it's so weird because that's how I'm supposed to see the bot. Anyway, we'll figure it out later on. But the bot did well. It actually did really well. That volatility dump with the move back up, it took a big gain up, and it did nicely. Would you be able to start the stream one day when the market opens? Never. 10 a.m. to 12 is when the shorts get squeezed. I have a whole concept to what I do. I used to do the stream at 9 o'clock. There was a long time when I did that. I don't do it anymore. Yeah. Okay, so Sammy's still in a short trade here. We're battling 55.6. We got some bullish divvy here coming in on the 7, which could end this short. Tell me that I may need to chill out, and I may not get the dumpage. The 1 hour, if we break back above the 200 MA, that would end the short. I would go long. Yeah. If you travel on foot, you see more. Yeah. Sam, what are your thoughts on how well this upcoming bull run will perform? I just go one day at a time, one moment at a time, one day at a time. I'm hoping for $7 trillion market caps in total, though. Right? So, Gustavo, we saw your email. Don't worry. It'll take us a couple days to get to it. But we saw your email. I saw it. Yeah. Sam, do you see an inverted on the 1 hour, though, with the ascending trend line? You mean this like shoulder, head, right shoulder like that? Or are you talking about this shoulder, head, right shoulder like that? I don't know exactly what you're saying. 1 minute looking pretty ugly. It's got to get back to the 200 MA. It's below the smooth moving average too as well. And look, the short was when we lost the 200 on the 1 minute. That was the short right there and get paid. That's my beautiful thing. I'm just going to sit on the 1 minute. And even I forget it too sometimes. If you were in a competition, could you trade $100 up to 1,000 in one day? I don't know. A lot of people ask me questions. What would matter to you? What would it matter to you? Yeah, I'm done. I'm not answering these weird questions anymore. I'm focusing on teaching the students that need to learn. Okay. Let's take a look at the S&P futures here. And I've been calling for a reversal in price action on the S&P. Are we going to get it? Yeah, TradingView is lagging pretty much too. Look, it's taking some time right now. I got to reload. Yeah. Do you think yesterday's debate affected the markets? I mean, it was definitely swinging around. When he said things, you said things. The bot is about a 10 grand, but it's a lifetime payment. And it already made like $500 off of I'd say about 20 grand. which ain't bad if you think about it, right? That means it'll make back the 10 grand. You know, it probably could make the 10 grand back in a year. And if the market gets really crazy, and you can use it for many different ways, and you know. So, but let's take a look at the S&P futures here if we can get it loaded. And look how it went through the Gaussian channel. The Gaussian channel is a great way to trade too as well. Very similar to moving averages. Well, let's take a look at the bigger concept. So I see this as, you know, I mean, it could be a double top M right there that dumps us, right? But they're supposed to be printing the money. I mean, I guess if they think Trump's going to win, then they'll just like slam the market. I don't know. It's weird, right? If they think they're going to win, they'll print the money. But I've been bullish on the S&P here. I even got to stop right there. I'd raise the stop a little bit. Don't even need to make it that deep. But I'm looking for a bounce on this daily, man. It's red today, but I am looking for some type of bounce of a higher low there. We'll keep looking at that. NASDAQ is the same thing, you know. Thank you, Sammy. Because of you, I'm in gains over 800% in 4 days. Sammy, cup and handy. That's amazing, dude. Yeah. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Yeah. They did not break trend on the weekly. No, definitely not. I disagree. I have to disagree with you, my friend. Let's go over this. Let's go over it before I say anything. So the trend on the weekly, right? Number one, it's got a couple trends. This is the main trend, all right? And then it is on this trend too. This trend line to me is a trend line right there. So I don't see that it broke trend. Yeah. I don't, because this is the trend line right here. Look at it. You can even see it's kind of a spider line, but how did it break the trend if it has a higher low? That wouldn't make any sense. To break trend, you need to have a lower low. You know what I mean? So I don't yeah. Maybe one of your smart money concept broke trend, but to me that's not a break in trend. You know, if you break this trend line, that's a break in trend. But right now, no. You know, I'm calling for a reversal. This is where you buy the S&P before it pumps so hard in October. See, the problem is most people would never do this because they can't, you know, they can't see that this is likely going to happen because they don't have the years of data that I do. And then again, I could be wrong. But I am backing this off of a lot of data. We could get this higher low off the 21. We already bounced off the high volume node. We're in the gap of the VRVP, kind of up and down. I'm still looking for this reversal to the upside on the weekly for the S&P. We'll see how the weekly closes. Of course, that's going to have a huge concept over it. But I don't see a break in trend, friend. I don't. Yeah. Bitcoin getting a little pump back to the upside there, but really nothing crazy. But did it get back above the 1 hour 200? That would tell you not to short, right? Really could just be bearishly retesting that neckline. I don't know. I stay short. I risk 100 for, 100 for 300, you know. Still below Asia's low. Yeah. So let's take a look here. That was my long-term portfolio. You can see it took a hit today on those altcoins. All right. I'm all over the place a little bit today here. Let's slow down. So I stay short, right? I'm not going to just switch out of nowhere. I mean, the bullish div kicked in pretty nicely, though. And you could say that, I'm down 25. And I'll be honest, a lot of times, even though I like trading Wednesdays, I won't trade CPI to PPI. I've learned that that's why my trade is tiny right now, because I don't need to lose a lot. I don't want to be in risk, I would, what I would do is I would stay steadfast in the short. I'd forget about the smaller time frames right now because they're going to use them to manipulate. And I would just stay short with my stop loss on the other side of the 200 on the 1 hour. And I'd be like, I'm short, dude. And I'm likely going to hit my target. Unless they flip the 1 hour 200 MA, I would not go long. I would stay short. All right. Do you think Nero will be a catalyst this bull run? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. I don't really care about it. It means nothing to me. Sorry. Yeah. Wow, something weird just happened too. A lot of weird stuff going on today. A lot of weird stuff going on today. Like my music page just reloaded for some weird reason. No, I couldn't figure out why. So I'd stay short, everybody. Don't let them scare you. If there was ever a person that gave me knowledge and discipline, it's you, Sammy. Thank you for being the person who you are. Shout out to PS5, Future of Gaming. I can't wait to meet you out in Dubai one day, my friend. God bless you. And shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Let's shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital. Well, they help keep the lights on. You can buy and sell cryptocurrency, gold and silver with your IRA. Invest 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You be like, but I like the ETF. But I said, but the ETF, when it dumps on the weekend, you can't buy the low prices. You see what I'm saying? You can't buy the low prices. So, look, I mean, you could see that you could buy and sell all these cryptocurrencies on, and it's amazing. The ETF dumps, and you can't get into the ETF, but you could buy Bitcoin inside of a Roth IRA for retirement. That's what I Trust Capital has, and they're redundant. They're regulated. They're one of the best companies in the game. You won't find a better one out there, I Trust Capital. All right? On top of it, you got to do your taxes at one point if you make a bunch of money. Sad to say, but that's the facts of life right now until we figure it out. But you could schedule a free consultation and go to decrypted.tax. They'll do regular taxes, crypto taxes, and more, and really figure it out. They're also a tax attorney over there on top of a CPA, which gives you that privilege of client, and it's just really nice. So go to decrypted.tax, find out more, and schedule a free consultation today. And last but not least, Houdini Swap. Houdini Swap is a place where you can transact freely between multiple coins. So say you had Sui say you just got into a Sui meme and it went up huge. You 10x'd it. And then you sold it to Sui, and you're sitting on a bunch of Sui. And you're like, what do I do now? And Sui's like, eh. But then you see an opportunity over at SEI or on Sol. You could go right from Sui to Sol. It's right here. You could pick Sui and you could go right to Solana, and then boom. You wouldn't have to, and you'd be able to just put the addresses in and do it. You could also do it privately if you wanted. Say you were sending someone money and you didn't want them to see the bigger stats that you had so they could track you, someone you didn't know that well. You could probably send them that money, and then they wouldn't have to know how much money you had, so keep yourself private and safe. But this is awesome. I really like it. And they're on their way to $700 million in swap volume, Houdini Swap. And those are my 3 channel sponsors. I appreciate them. I don't shill nonsense coins and anything else. Those are really good services that work, and I like them. All right. All right, so I kind of went over my stubbornness in the S&P there. So it's almost like it's going to make a symmetrical triangle. You see? Attempting to make it inverted. Does the 1 minute crack the 200 MA? See, that's how you know you're going to rip. Shoulder, head, kind of a right shoulder. That's kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there. They're not perfect. It's trying to round that bottom with bullish divvy and go after the shorts now. Back through the gap up to liquidity at 56,488. Definitely still a chance I could lose the short. We don't know for sure here. We were in the money though for a second. We were definitely in the money for a second, but only for like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. It's acted like a Monday, very choppy today, because you have a lot of people that speculated on CPI, which I don't think they should have, and that throws off the market for the rest of the day. It always does. I mean, that's a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a little right shoulder there. I see this pumping up to the 200 MA. It's going to close this gap up to this yellow line. It's very likely you're going to see a spike. Sam, you're still in the short? Yeah, because as long as we stay, and I'm not risking a lot, so, right. Yesterday I lost 800 and I bounced back in an hour, so I'll be okay with a $100 loss. I'll make it. It won't be the worst thing that ever happened to me. There was a long time on the show where I didn't even live trade as much. I just kind of went over the market. But now I feel like you guys got to see it every single day if I have it. If I got it, I got to show it to you over here. This price action is whack-taculous, I'll tell you that, though. It's a bear flag that broke down. 1 hour breaching back above the 200 MA. That gives me a sign of like, ugh. So let's see here. That's weird price action, I'll tell you that. I mean, I'm trying to find out how to figure this out. All right, I see it now. It took me a while. I didn't see it until now. All right, so it's attempting to make this ascending triangle and break out. That's what it's attempting to do. And then you're attempting to make this a falling wedge. That's going to break to the upside. Now I got it. Took me a second. They threw me for such a loop. All I could see was nonsense. So you want to see this break out, get tight inside the channel. So you don't really have to long till you break out and retest 58,000, really. That's like, that would be a very strong, more high likely long. But the fact that the 1 hour is breaking back above the 200 MA tells me to cut off the short. You don't want to be in a short when you break above 200 MAs. Trust me, over time, it can be very, very detrimental. Let's look at our 15. Our 15's looking good too. Interesting. Yeah. Man. Oh, I'm going out to Brazilian tonight. That's it. I'm going out to Rodesio's. Rodesio's over here. Come meet me at Rodesio's. Oh, it's so good. All right. What are they doing to me today? Some days it's so simple and some other days it ain't. I mean, they definitely faked a bear flag. Tried to grab liquidity. It got weak. Today's a tough one, I'm being honest. Like, I mean, I expect CPI to be tough. But like, this is garbage. I don't like the fact that the 1 hour is giving us back to the 200. Good bullish divvy there that did stop, liquidations. We got long liquidations and then we started to stop the price back up. This is choppy nonsense though, honestly. Like, I'm almost like, turn the computer off and go for a bike ride type of day. It's just garbage, right? When you can't lose $100 and you can't win $100, like I've been in the trade for 10 minutes and I can't even lose $100. That's when you know the market sucks. Stinks. I shouldn't say stink, but lacks opportunity for that moment in time. There's always opportunity, but sometimes the market has way more than others, right? So you want to see that this can break the 200 MA on the 1 hour. If it does not, there's no reason to leave the short. That's why my stop loss has that basis, that kind of space there. Because it's based off years of data. Like, if you don't break above the 200 MA, there's no reason to leave. It's likely we could still win this short to the downside and get paid today. Again, the trade's not over till it's over. A lot of people get funny with me when I'm down, but down isn't out. All right? The trade is still alive until it's done. So you either stopped out or you're in profit. Or you decide to take it down, but okay, 11.10. Let's take a look at VELO. I want to talk about VELO for a second here. Remember, I jumped into VELO when the daily got above the 200 MA. Let's break this down. We jumped into VELO when the daily broke the 200 MA, right about there. And we went on a beautiful run. We made about 25%. I did on VELO, if you followed my concept. And then we were high away from the daily 21 MA. And I knew that when you get that far away from the 21, you're going to bounce back. And I sold VELO right about there. What is it, 179? Made a nice 25%. And then went on my way, right? Now, VELO came back down. I think VELO, I still believe in the concept of VELO. I still like it long term. And it still is showing a lot more strength compared to the rest of the market. So I got VELO in this Sammy Cup and Handy. And I'm going to watch it closely. And this is what I'm looking for here. All right. I like it, baby. I like it a lot. All right. Okay. So, shout out to the 1,798 people here on the stream. 598 likes. Let's get the likes up to 1,000 watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. We get it to 1,000. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. What are you doing to me over here? All right. So, I like Velo, but I want to see it bounce first before I get back in. Somewhere back at that 786 Fibonacci level would be beautiful. Even at the 886, I'll take it. But I see that concept, and then if that total 3 plays out, we'll get a bit of a move there. All right. Wow, so Bitcoin getting viciously bullish here out of this little flag. Looking like it wants to definitely head to the 200 MA. And then it's going to crack that 200 MA on the one, and I'm going to be out. It's cracking it now. 56.1. I mean, it's a chop city type of day. One minute bull flag, right? Touch of the 21 with low stochastics. Not buying any of this nonsense today, though. It is getting back above the 200 MA on the 1 hour. That's going to likely pump. I have to say, I've seen them do this. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. I know when they're erratic, but I know how to get in and out of trades, regardless. I'm wanting just to cut off the 53. $46 minutes for this candle to close. It may not close above it, right? I'm willing to risk 100 to see if the candle will close above it. Yeah, 81 was the risk too, not even 100. So I like that I'm being extra low risk here. You don't have to be amazing every single day of the week. You don't have to hit every single trade. You just have to be positive, net positive at the end of the month. You know? Like, you could make 4 or 5 good trades at the end of that month, be up $3,000. So, while we're above the 200 though, playing games, man. I thought for sure we'd start our melee, and then they made the 7-minute bear flag. It looked very likely for a move to the downside. We even have a gap there. Kind of I see. There's a big gap right there. Technically, that's a gap. That needs to be filled. So I got mixed signals. I got to tell you, it's one of those days where I don't have all the answers. Many days you come here and I do have all the answers. There's days when I don't. Knowing when you have an edge and when you don't is the key to becoming a better trader. All right? Once you have an edge, you look for it. When the edge is not there, you do not force a trade because there's no edge. My edge is trading below the 200 MA. It's paid out many times for me. Like, I'm flabbergasted right now. I'm like, man, why didn't you go where you were supposed to go? But they reverse price, right? There's a bit of a support or resistance flip there at about 55, 56,000 too. Previous resistance just became support, resistance. We flipped it, got back above it. Tight moving averages, we definitely pump up to the 200 MA. I've seen it many, many times. I might cut off the trade just for the burden, be unburdened by what has been. I got to be unburdened by what has been and cut the trade off. You know what I'm saying? Who here has to be unburdened by what has been? You played it right, Sammy, because you stick to your plan. For any new people, what he's doing, still king to his trade plan is so hard. DJ Diverstum. It doesn't get hard when you get paid more than you don't. Like, I win more than I lose, so these concepts tell me to do this. You know, your win rate will tell you what to do. And you're like, well, I win most of the time. I'm profitable, so I'm going to keep doing what's been profitable. When you don't have a strategy, you have no idea what you're doing. You're emotional because you have nothing to base on your actions on. You don't have a P&L to base your actions on. Your P&L is not positive. And because it's not positive, you're not sure if your behavior is correct. So you're questioning everything you're doing. Once you develop a system, once you know that you're a net positive, it's kind of a nice feeling because you know that when you do your thing and it doesn't play out, it's okay. Because you knew if you decided to change the way you were doing things, you would become a losing trader. So it's about your mind more than it is about the chart. See, it's about your ability to keep doing, I'm burdened from what will be. You're funny. How do you keep track of all your trades for taxes? It's very simple. When I take the gains out, I see a fat pile of gains, I send them to my accountant and we say, hey, we made $500,000 this year. And we give the government 150 grand, 200 grand. Or we made $1 million this year. We give the government their 200 grand. It's really simple stuff, man. You get what's called a CPA and you don't stress. You make enough money that someone else does that for you, man. All right. Also, I just told you, go to decrypted.tax. This guy will hook up APIs to the back of every single exchange you've ever been in, from your DeFi to your CEXs to your DEXs. You're going to know everything. Where did it come from? How did you send it? If there's a hole in it, he's going to say, well, where did this end up here? The exchange is saying we don't know where it came from. And say, well, it came from a hardware wallet. I got this income at this point. How the heck this chocolate ended up on my desk? Oh yeah, maybe last night I was eating some. Wow, interesting. I'm like, what the? I tend not to eat at my desk because I stand up at it, so it's very rare for me to eat at it. It's another good thing about having a stand-up desk. You won't eat at it as much. We could very well get resistance by this 200 MA. And I could see this kind of happening. I was going to run into that quick scalp, though. Pointless for me. Still looks pretty ugly to me. And it's also bearishly retest. It's a bearish retest until it can get back above 56,000. Right now, it's previous support. It's 56,250. You see that? There's a bounce right there. It's retesting that key area. All right. Let's see what coins people are talking about recently. Layer Zero stays hot. If I were you, I'd write it down. Ton coin at that $4 buy. Maybe, that FUD may be the best thing that ever happened to it. And Ondo at 60 cents to me is a steal. Solana at 130 as well, as I got into Solana at 109 for $100,000. All right. And anything else that's kind of been, most visited coins in the last 7 days, Dogs, Blum. You don't know what Blum is, now you do. Grass, remember Grass.io, which has been that long-term. I was farming it for a long time, and I stopped. You get bored of this stuff, or you forget about it sometimes. Anyway, so those are just some coins to think about. And then we look at what's hot in the last hour. FET is bouncing back. I gave you a FET trade for the last few days. I could see that FET was hot. Internet Computer up, Aave up. I gave you an Aave trade the last few days too as well. Injector protocol I put on the radar. I could see that DeFi was picking up some steam. Right? And then we go to crypto bubbles and just see what's up in the last hour. FET is really your winner right now, but not a lot of big winners right now, right? Look in the day, in the week though, we did, we had Phantom. I gave you guys that Phantom trade. I nailed it. I showed it right when it was going to pump, and we went over that. I think it was Saturday or Sunday night. And I gave you the FET trade. So, I was all over the hottest things and the SUI. I put money into SUI this week. We'll see. So far, so good for Bitcoin. Can it flip? If it flips this 1 minute, I got to get out of the short. Because that's a known signal for me to long. All right. So if we flip this 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame, looking like a rising wedge that wants to break to the downside, right? Start to dump down to the 21. So what you're looking for now is some type of flag here to play with the 21 when the stochastics reset. Price doesn't do whatever it wants. It will flag. It will consolidate. Just like Bitcoin can't just keep pumping. It had to go sideways first, make a flag, and then if it does pump, oh, there it goes, We just got to get through September. 20 more days, baby, to Pumptober, man. Shout out to everyone that made it through the boring summer with me. I can't believe it. We grew the channel. We grew the trading group. We kept pushing. We more testimonials. More people learned about the lifer. We were consistent when the whole market wasn't. We found our way to be consistent, you know? I'm just excited for all of us here and everyone that's part of this movement because I know that people are learning and changing their lives. Tony Rosas, can you believe that you got a impersonator today? Isn't that crazy? That's so insane. You must feel flattered, though. You come to the channel so much. Someone, basically copied your name. I'd be pretty flattered, I'd be like, wow. 4-hour 21 curvature looks bullish. 56.6 for the semi cup and handy. See, you're away from the 21. You're coming back to it. Understand this. Rejected by the 200 so far. Wow, look at that, right? You never know. We still may win this insane short. And then the 1 hour, if the 1 hour just can't keep above the 200 MA, it's a wrap. How this closes in 37 minutes is going to tell a story. If it closes above the 200 MA, we can flip long again. If it closes below it, we stay in the short. When we get too far from the 21, we usually come back and consolidate and meet it with price action. I tell you this every day. Shout out to the lifer. Amen. Shout out to Jacob Sheets. Yeah. I hit the like button. I reiterate a lot of the same things over and over again because to learn technical analysis is to do the same concepts over and over again so they become second nature to you. You fine-tune the skills to the skills fine-tune you. And then you're a well-oiled machina, right? Machina, ex machina. You're a well-oiled machine, baby. Ready to rock. Like Dwayne Johnson. They're looking like they want to pump this puppy on a higher low. Possible shoulder, head, right shoulder back to the upside here for Bitcoin. Hard to tell. Let's take a look at that fear and greed. It was at 29 yesterday, or 33. Wow, back to 37. So buying at 29, back at 54 or 53,000, right? That was a steal. I think I'm staying out today. Yeah, market looks pretty garbage right now. I'll be honest. They're making me fight for every penny. They've been sideways. Look at this. I mean, we've ranged between 56.6, 55.7. You could say, you know what I see now, though? Look, do you guys see this? Look, the diamond. The diamond reversal. And you come in, it looks like you get reversed right out the side of the diamond there to the upside. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. Yeah, I mean, that's a diamond if I've ever seen one. Like, that's the definition of a diamond. I can't believe I didn't see the whipsaw there. So now it does suggest you're going to make a move back to the upside too as well. At the end of the day, it will make what it's called, it will make a symmetrical triangle. And then you'll have a 50% shot either way. But to me, the diamond mainly breaks out once you get that reversal pattern. But it tells us even at the end of the day today, we're in that 54.5 or 57.6. Diamonds are forever, baby. K Jewelers. You know what I mean? Every kiss begins with K. Enjoying the stream from my white porcelain throne. That's weird. We don't need to know that. God bless you, though. Hope everything's going well. Yeah. Yeah, so I want to buy a $2,000. Here's a $10,000 toilet. Are you kidding me? An extra $10,000? The most luxurious toilet in the game, 10 grand. High-tech toilet. You get an extra 10 grand with a load of innovative features created for Japanese toilet manufacturer total. Automatic rinsing lid, heated seat, remote control bidet. It's got it all, man. But we're going to install not 10,000, but definitely we're going to install something cool in our master bathroom because why not, man? You know what I mean? Why not? So there you go. The bull flag played out. You're about to crack my signal, which we cracked my signal. I have to bounce. So I got to end the short. All right. I'm going to take it off the table. The best way to end the short, click on your perpetual, go here to close, drag it all the way to the side, All right. Click the number that you're at and hit close short. All right. And I took the short off the table there, like $80 loss. Looks like we could be getting a bounce off of the bullish divvy inside of this channel. And if the 1 minute breaks the 200 MA, I'm going to be forced to long that, as crazy as it sounds. And I'll tell you what, man, being able to switch from long to short was the greatest skill I developed in the last 2 years. I could never do this. I would have longed or short, and then whatever happened, I would have called it a day. And that would have been it for me. There's no way I would have been able to like continue to trade throughout the day, make my losses back, flip short, flip long, you know. Jump in the water's nice. So you go back here, right, to open. You're flipping along, taking profits at 57,060. Stop would have to be somewhat below 56,142. And you keep it cool. 119 for 660. But again, I do not get into this trade until I see a candle close above that 200. One did, but we've been playing with it now. Watch my short dump now, right? That's okay. This is a known signal that I've played, so there's a chance, and I gotta hear it. So you don't know the data behind this, so you don't know what I'm doing. So you'll just be like, what is he doing? And you'll just see a lost trade. You got to come here over time to really pick up on what's happening. All right. Can't just watch me one time and then judge me on it. You got to watch me for a long time. You got to start putting the pieces of the puzzle together. All right. I mean, that's a rising wedge. Look at. Now you're Bollinger Banding between the 21 and the 200. Whenever the 21 and the 200 get tight, usually explosive move to the upside occurs. I've seen it many, many times. Whenever the 21 and the 200 get very, very close together and tight like this, it has a Bollinger Band effect that you get this bigger move to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if we get an explosive move out this rising wedge now. Now I can see that the measured move is the length of the pole. And it takes me right to 57,050 where I'm going. They make it hard for me to make $300 to $500 to $1,000 a day. I like, see that candle now will close in 13 seconds above, 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Occasionally I front run this because it looks good. The next candle usually opens big above it and rips, right? So I open the long here. Oh, we're playing with it, hold on. I can take it off if it doesn't do what it wants to do. So I keep the order down here so I can play with it. I can move it into position. The second I flip it on top, I'm going to limit in. You see? Wow, they're battling this 200, man. The bots love this. This is trading for a living. It's like all your concepts and then you're watching price action. I mean, and it happens. Wow, they're not going to close that candle below. I'm in limbo right now. I'm not in the trade yet. I'm waiting to limit in. All right, another candle is going to close above. It's going to be closed red, though, which is weird. I'm not used to seeing that. That's strange. So that would tell me no to wait. All right, now you're going to hold it. Now you got two candles above. I'm going to take it. I got two candles to close above. I'll take the trade. All right. We'd likely get an explosive move now if you've watched my show. All right. Doesn't mean it's going to happen for sure, but you've seen me do it like hundreds of times. Oh, man. They just playing games today, man. Look at this. Wow. I wonder if the market maker watches me and like tries to play with me. So like, nah, no good. No love, man. Come on, man. See, I didn't really get the confirmation. I technically front ran it because I had one, then a red. Usually I want two green candles. Wow, this is annoying. I can't stand when watch price actions like this. And they stole our Wednesday, man. They really did. They stole our Wednesday. There we go. There we go. And then the stop loss should never be that far away from the 200, because if you lose the 200, the trade's a wrap. You see? So look, that's the fastest $17 you ever made in your life, right? Let's see if it's sustainable. Fastest $21 you ever made in your life. Now look, I'm seeing that we're getting too far away from the 21-day moving average. So I'm moving the stop loss to break even. And I just want $100. When we're this far away from the 21, I just want $100. If the 21 was closer, I'd stay in the trade longer. But I know it's unsustainable at this point. Maybe even I'll just take $50. Right? And I just keep riding the stop loss into position here to make sure they can't take my money. Right? Wow. Oh, that was close. I like to put the candle right below the wick after they make it, because they usually don't reinvent the wick again. Not every time. Oh my gosh, they tried to get me a few times here. Now I'm below the wick. All right, there we go. All right, now I got the 60, 68. All right. The key is to do this 10 times a day. All right, I got kicked out $50 probably after fees. But that's okay. We're too far away for the 21-day moving average. That's going to come back. So I knew I was playing a hairy line there. But I took what I could out that candle. All right. Once you can start making $60 in 1 minute, over and over and over again, you'll be able to let it rock. I'm not done with this. I still may enter this trade again. You see, I like the concept. Now I can use half that stop loss at $50 as part of my stop again when I get back inside the trade. Master Friend said let it cook. I'm going to let it cook. I've been nailing these longs for the whole day. I'm going to let it cook the whole day now, all the way to 4 o'clock. Why didn't it put me in? What are you doing? All right. There we go. I'm now back in because the 21's close enough to 200 that it's likely I'm going to get protected. All right. I'm going to rock this till 4 o'clock, Master Friend. All right. I'm going to rock it till 4 o'clock, man. All the way to the next liquidity. All right. So you saw me lose 80. You saw me gain 50 back. I'm down 30 in the day. Don't worry. Sammy will make it happen. Yesterday I was down 800 and I made it happen. So today ain't even that bad. You know what I mean? Hey. It's all about keeping the mind positive, believing that you're the opportunity no matter what happens in your life, that you can make it happen, that you can push forward, that you can change the world. That's what it's about. All right? We're just getting started here. There's more coming your way. We're just getting started. All right? $57,190. I'll take 57,070. 50,066. I'll take it. It's a 487 risk to reward ratio. I mean, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hey, over Tony Rosas over all the way from Miami, huh? The kid knows how to bow, huh? I took him to the bowling alley. He was hitting strikes left and right over there. We started betting. I said, hey, why don't we take these kids for a ride over there? The way you play in the bowl, we act like we don't know how to do it, and then, hey, you walk in and say, hey, this is my buddy. Next thing you know, he's rolling strikes on them all day long, baby. Hey, what's going on? Why do you come in? Yeah, but don't come in here when I'm live. I'm gonna lock the door. This is my time. I was just oh my gosh, man. Some days it feels like everyone is Tony Rosas over there. Hey. Shout out to Douglas Canal. Let's go. Thank you for the $9.99, the $19.99. God bless you, man. Oh man, it's ugly now. Look at this. Today's a tough day to trade. Like, they're not getting me any follow through. I guess I could have got the short down there, and then we're attempting the long here on the long signal that I play out almost every day here. I like how the 21's coming close. It's starting to adjust itself for the movement here. All right. They're coming for the late shorts. I hope so. It takes a lot of guts to do what I'm doing right now. Not many people in the world are going to long the 1 minute with a stop loss right below the 200 MA. I mean, that's just so. If you don't do what the 1%, if 99% of people won't do, there's likely you'll get a 1% result. You know what I'm saying? My dog Smalls is always on business, but wanted me to ask where to find the best kibbles. Come on, man. Don't waste my time, man. All right. Where's Marky Mark? I told you, I took care of it. I played a cop, I played a fireman. It doesn't matter, babe. I can do it. I'm Marky Mark. I did it for years. I was Dirk Diggler. I did it. All right? I was with William H. Macy. We made the best movies ever. I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I approve this message. Double bottom back to the 55555. Give some BTC trade. I open a long when you open the short. Maybe it's a strategy. You're funny, man. I'm going to kick you out for saying that. That's just not a nasty thing to say. Yeah. You're out. Yeah, you don't respect me, so I don't respect you. Peace out, my friend. The sad thing is, if you say one wrong thing to me, you'll never be able to learn the 20 years of information that I have. I could have a bad day. I'm a human. There's one day I might just not look at my concept right. I might be tired. I might let my emotions get to me. There's a day where I may not be the perfect trader that I should be. And what you'll do is you'll judge me on that day. And you know what? The sad thing is you'll never get all the other days that I'm hot. And so I don't know what to tell you, man. You know? So you're so handsome. Thank you, Pandalo Momo. It's very nice of you to say. I appreciate that. Yeah. Wow. That's a very nice compliment to compliment my physical appearance. Thank you. That's very nice of you. The sexiest man I've ever seen. Wow. Now I'm speechless. I hope you're a woman. I hope you're a woman. Are you a woman? You have a woman face. Not that I want you to be. I don't want my wife to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just. Yeah. All you do is protect your energy. Found out as one of the most important skills I use now. Amen. Always protecting the energy. My wife just came in and looked at me now. Some girl said I'm the sexiest man on earth. That's what she said. I think it's a woman. We hope. What do you think, babe? Do you believe in that? They can see with their eyes, not their hands. She says, you are so handsome. The sexiest man I've ever seen. Keep looking and creaming? Oh my gosh. Sorry, that wasn't right. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, everybody. I misheard her. I don't know what. Oh, my goodness. Somebody said pause. Oh my gosh. All right, baby, we're in the money now. Up 90 and holding. Master friend, I'm holding all day long, baby, till we hit the gains. And look, now we're in the gain, baby. I showed you how we did it. And now we're in the massive gains, up $148. Oh, I want to hold. I want to take it now. You're telling me to hold. I call the bottoms perfectly every day, and he always says, but you scalp small amounts. But there it is again. There's the beautiful pump, but we're away for the 21. You know what I mean? And I like to take my money, man. I do this 5 times a day. I'm going to be good to go. If I wait for the big kahuna every time, who knows what's going to happen? Right? Word, man. I like that. 160, I'll take that all day long to the bank. Adding to my stash. And look, Sammy did it again. I told you exactly what to do and when to do it over here. How does this guy do it, man? He fought so hard. They tried to take him out, but he still wins. I'm closing that. I know I shouldn't, but I'm out. I just took $180, $160. And it's going to come back down to the 21 again, which I could probably get in the same trade again. So look, it's coming back to the 21-day moving average. I know price action like the back of my hand, man. You've never met someone that knows how to do this like this. No one did it. I honestly, of these 6 billion people in the world, there's very few people that spend as much time as I have doing this alone, and as compulsive and as detailed and as pattern recognition autistic. Like I have some type of strange Asperger disease. I think I got Asperger's, man. I really do. Some form of it, because it's just not the same for everybody else. I can see things differently. I don't know, man. But if I honestly, this right here, I can literally buy homes off of. I only need that 4 minutes a day. If I can do that, and then it's going to happen again and again. And every time it crosses the 200, boom, 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 boom. Right? Now, that means we're back above the 1 hour 200, which tells you you're bullish again, right? Which I told you would be, and that's why I got out of the short. I would have got wrecked had I stayed in that short and been a fool. But I listened to my concepts. I listened to what I've learned. I listened to the education in which I've learned, right? And that got me in position, all right? And now we're flipping a green day, you see? Okay. Maybe a different type of toilet paper. Asperger's, you're funny. I'm a little autistic. Blessings. Amen. You probably understand me then, right? He said Asperger's are the worst. You guys are funny, man. Don't make me... oh, man. The 10K toilet will treat... Oh, my gosh, man. We even have the moderator jumping in today. Everyone, you're saying exactly what I'll be doing this for life. Everything you're saying is exactly why I'll be doing this for life. Dude, I can sit here and print money all day long out of these little concepts that it took me so long to figure out. Oh, man. Master Friend always tells me to hold, and I never do. Damn it! I gotta learn how to hold these, but I like to pay myself. I'm in between. I got a habit of paying myself, man. But damn, you're in the gain now if you took the trade with Sammy Boammy. Look at that thing booming to the upside over here, all the way to the upside. Could you believe it? So we got in around 56,000. It got hairy. They took that red candle. They got us really close to the stop loss. But no, they didn't get me, baby. They tried to get me, but they didn't get me. Look at that thing mooning now. We in the gains. Put a 333 if you in gains with the lifer. How does he do it? How does the guy find a live trade for you every single day on the channel? How does he make sure that you can find your way, baby? Unbelievable. Who is making gains, baby? Who is making gains right now? And I'm telling you, all I need is the 1 minute 200 MA, man, and I can print that money all day long, baby. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I called the daily bottom many, many times in my life. Master Friend is he's been tracking me and been like, dude, you did it again. Master Friend, I love you. You're amazing. Everyone making gains right now. Everyone making gains with the lifer. Dude, today was a great day. Unbelievable day. May God bless today and everyone here. And man, and you know, thank you for my loss yesterday, dear Lord. Like, that loss was awesome. It helped me show people that we can push. Dang, man, I call such a beautiful long. That's going to crash hard to the 21 at one point. But wow, man. They just roasted the shorts again. And look how I did that. I was short, but I flipped long at the right moment in time. I'm telling you, this has changed my whole life, the way I trade. Should have made $300 on that trade. All right. But I got to stop that. Dear Lord, thank you for the money that I did make. It could have went the other way. There's no guarantees it would have kept pumping. Now that it's pumping, I feel that way, but I wouldn't have known that at the time. So let me cherish the gratitude attitude and realize that I'm just blessed and be happy with what I got. All right. It could always be worse. It could always be better, but it was what it was. And that's what I know what it was. So there's your flag. I mean, this is coming back to the 21. I told you it was before, and it got a pump. But the further it happens, the more you're going to have to come back. All right. Congratulations, Sam. Yes, it would be better if we could just trade without talking about... oh, God. Now you're out. All right, you're out. Talking about you're... All right, you're gone. Such a hater, bro. How come you don't want to hear about my life? How come you don't want to hear about my travels, about meeting Stephon Marbury, about hanging out with Twister? How come you want to hate on me, man? I'm sorry, man, but you're gone. You don't get my concepts ever again. You're out. And I never want to see you here again. I don't want to talk to you ever again. You're a nasty person. Bounce. I don't want the views from people that don't love me, man. I really don't. Hey, remember when August sucked and now life is fun again? Good times. See you next year. Shout out to Master Friend, man. I love you, man. Now I try to move a higher time frame to see if it's going to keep going. Well, yeah, now you look at the 5-minute 200 MA, and you see that you just broke the 5-minute 200 MA, which we know is another long that I could take right now. However, we're away from the 21-day moving average, so it tells me to chill a little bit. However, the last few times we were able to, but this is where you can get caught up. So now what I want to do is I want to see the 5-minute come back to the 21 without losing the 200 MA. If I can get that, then, and again, you want to chase right now, but remember, these candles come up and they'll come back most of the time, right? Just because of you, I do not give up, bro. God bless you. Do your work, man. Thank you. Yeah. On the stair stepper at the gym, pumping the gains up. I love you for doing that. Next 10 minutes, my target hits or your money back. I love you. So when you're celebrating crypto lifer, why even stop it here? That guy's an old duck. Amen. Exactly. I don't like negative people, man, that criticize me and say nasty things. Like, get away from me. I don't need to be around it. I just don't. I pride myself on being around the most positive, uplifting people in the world. And when people aren't positive, uplifting, man, they got to be out of my life. I can't have them in my life. I just can't. You know, I'm sorry. I wish I could help everybody, but I can't. Certain people I have to stay away from. Their negativity is infectious. You know what I mean? Good times with Stefan. That was a dope time. Yes, it was, man. He drove us around in his Burberry. Dude, people would never believe us, bro. He drove us around in his Burberry Rolls Royce. Like, come on, man. Years ago, man. We did it all, man. Remember when we met Pele, the famous soccer player, at that Chinese restaurant, dude? Like, come on, man. It was just crazy. We met Pele, dude. We met Pele while we were with Stefan. Like, these are facts. These are real, true stories, bro. We took a picture with Pele. I couldn't believe that. They say consciousness is the most contagious. Amen. I love that. Amen. Amen. Love your story, Sam. Bless your family. Can we get AVAX, please? Thanks, big player. Shout out to Paul Wood, my man. You know how to talk to a man. I appreciate you, Paul. Thank you for jumping on in, my dude. All right. My nickname. Yeah. What was the name of the restaurant, Jonas? Do you remember the name of the restaurant? So many people here, man, that know me from all different parts of my life, and they're on the live stream now, like just bringing it in, bringing it together. Wow. Let's take a look at AVAX. Can I directly send from BitVavo to Bybit? Maybe. If you don't love me, I'll ban you. It's astounding, champ. You should be known by Sammy. Wow, you're horrible too. See? Get out. It's not about loving me. It's about being a nasty person, man. Bounce, bro. And the thing is, I give so much free information. Like, I just showed you how to make live trades in front of you. You're like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like you should be cherishing and having gratitude, you know? I want you gone from this channel forever, man. I don't want you here ever again, you know? Okay. Peeps who don't respect you have a lot of ball. Why is it doing that to me right now? It's not letting me, like... Yeah, people don't disrespect... Anyway, who cares? Close the scalp and done. Thank you for the gains. Amen. This looks like I like this. I want to see the 5-minute touch the 200. This is my new thing. I watched the 5-minute crack because I used to miss the 1 minute and get tight and then be like, eh. So one day I went to the 5 and I was like, oh, I can do that on the 5 too. And I back tested that for a year and it worked. Everything I'm showing you, I've back tested for a long time. Yeah. Negativity is not welcome. We want positive power. Amen. Yeah. Put a 333 if you're full of love, light, and happiness, and you are loving your life. Amen. No respect over here. Hey, when you disrespect other people, you have no respect for yourself. That's what it means. Hey, so get some respect for yourself over here. All right. 15 just closed over the 200. That's a bullish sign. Love you learned a lot in 3 weeks from your live streams. God bless you. Amen. Let's go. Thank you. Appreciate that. A lot of good. And honestly, let's focus on the good people that appreciate the stream. Let's focus on the good people that wake up every day to stay positive. Let's focus on the people here that are here to change their lives. Because I know, it's funny when I go to Bitcoin conferences, when I meet people around the world and I see someone and they're like, oh, I watch your stream every day, man. You changed my life. And like, I realize like someone was just like me. Like, I'm their mentor. Like I had mentors like Jim Rohn. Like they look up to me. And I don't even realize it truly till I meet them and they look me dead in the face and they say it to me and they're like, listen, like you changed my life, man. And I'm like, wow, like that's big. And so, when I think of that and I go live, I realize I gotta stay positive on the positive people, because if I spend any time on the negative people, I'm taking away from those people that looked me in the eye that day and said, man, I watch your channel every day. So I got too many serious people here doing the right thing. Like I'm in class right now and I got a bunch of students heavily paying attention. I can't focus on the class clowns that are trying to, get the class, distracted. How can anyone hate on Sammy, guys? I love this, man. God bless you, bro. Greetings from Egypt. God bless Islam Faithy. We love you, man. Thank you. The Chinese spot was called Philippe Chow's. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, we were at Philippe Chow's meeting Pele. We met Pele at Philippe Chow's while we were eating dinner with Stephon Marbury. Facts. People think I'm lying, man. Facts. These are true stories. All true. Unfabricated. Absolute ridiculous. We were suited up that night, too, with the pocket squares, man. You know we were. I've been wearing pocket squares since you've met me, man. Since I was broke, I've been dressed nice. You know what I mean? We used to be out all night in them suits. Never chase when you're away from the 21-day moving average. Very likely that you'll get pinched. Remember that. Have patience and wait for a model. If you don't have a model, you don't know how to wait for patience, and you know what you're doing. Look, that was a big pump to 56,994, but it came back pretty fast. Sammy got his money out of that. Can you get your money out of that is the question. All right? I'm going to get paid. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to get paid. It's a fact that I'm going to get paid. I've been doing it for over 15 years now. 10 years ago, I realized I was going to keep getting paid doing this. I want to help you get paid doing this. I want to give you the education so you can figure it out. If you want to find out more and you like what you've heard today, you just heard about me, you didn't know, you're like, who is this guy? Jump on into my trading group. Go to CryptoLifer.com. Hit the pinned comment right there. We make it really easy to find. You hit the pinned comment, it takes you to CryptoLifer.com. All right, there you can see my beautiful face, my pocket square. I'm there for you. Look at me. I'll look you deep in the eyes, man. But you can join today. If you scroll down, you can put your email address and hit consent to our weekly newsletter, and that's also going to kind of get you on the right track and show you what's happening. So like right now, other people are watching price action and they don't get what's happening. But I know that the 5 minute is away from the 21-day moving average and has to complete the process. I'd love it if it kind of goes up and down and somehow can stay above the 200 MA. That's my little pocket in time. And so I can already see my trade before my next trade, and I can already see this too. Shoulder, possible head, possible right shoulder. I can get the measured move out of that, which is the neckline to the head. I can take a neckline here. This tells me that the next area of liquidity is 58,485, 58,500, which makes sense. All right. Now, what we want is we want to see this bounce. You want to see the 5 minute do something like this while the 21 comes to catch price action. It can lose the 200 and still bump, but then you could just wait for the 200 to cross again instead of taking the flag. I used to take the flags, but then the flags would get rejected by the 200. So I learned not to trade the flag, trade the 200 break. But if the flag's there, it tells me a higher probability of taking the trade. Double whammy. If you just know what I said, that means you're really, really putting in the work. And see, the more homework you do, the more these live streams will make sense to you. So if you don't know what I'm saying, it's because you're not putting in the work. But if you put in the work, then you're going to understand exactly what I just said. You're going to be able to use these concepts to your advantage. You're going to see this is what Sam was saying when he was live that day. This is what he was talking about. This is how we executed on that long at that moment in time, and boom, 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 right? I do have to talk about myself somewhat, because how else can I teach you the concepts of which I've been through without showing you my life, right? And so my life is really, I can't teach you what I don't know. All I know is my life. And so I'm not going to fabricate some story or make up I'm not going to steal someone else's concepts. All I know is the concepts that work for me. These are mine. The 200 MA on the 1 minute, all this stuff, this is mine. I took this from nobody. You guys saw me develop this on the live stream over time. And that's what trading is. Trading is developing a skill over time. All right? It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to find your model in one day. We can give you our models, you can practice them, and you can begin to tweak things. And there are some models that we've defined that are pretty good. And I guess you could just copy some of them, but wouldn't it be cool to find some of your own over time? I mean, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? There's a good chance that the 5 minute doesn't break this 200 MA and I get busy. So I want to start setting up the trade before the trade even happens. I don't want to have to all out of nowhere run into the trade and act, I didn't know. 7 to 11 on the trade. So I'm at the open. I know I'm going to long. I am going to long back to 58,458. We seem to be going right back to that key area. My stop is going to be below the point of control there at 56,431 because that gives me an extra added support, higher probability. 106, 240 for 14, 120 for 743. I like that, right? I mean, I hit for 700. I lose $100. I already just made that. So if I lose, I'd break even today. If I take this trade and I lose it, I'll break even today. I might even be up a little bit. But if I hit, I'm going to make like $1,000 today. So this trade could be the difference between me making nothing or making 1,000, right? Pretty decent risk. Now, I want to make sure we're touching the 21 before I get into the trade. So I'm not going to get in yet. And I know that I could be wrong with the way this is it could make a falling wedge here. Sammy Cup in handy. All right. All these are coming into play as I sit here with my mind and figure out whether I really want to be in the trade or not. Until the last second where I fine-tune the intuitive nature of when it's time to get in. Then you just bang, and you just have this feeling. You just have this know-how. And then the more you do it, the better you get at it. The better that muscle gets at understanding that what you see is a high probability play. That's trading. Trading is taking data, coupling it with information, and then being able to make an actionable move based on that data over time. And because your emotions will eventually get deleted when you realize you win more than you lose. So why get emotional? I knew to trade that 1 minute above the 200 MA. I knew that I would look good in front of y'all. I knew that there was a high probability that I would end up winning the trade in front of everybody if I took the trade. So I take the trade in front of you guys more often than I don't. And because of that, I prove to you probabilities. I'm showing you the technical analysis works truly every single day here on this channel. Now, what breaks technical analysis is when you just decide to go, you know what, I'm going to risk 500 for no stop loss. I'm going to stop doing my 100 for 300. And every once in a while I do 200. Every once in a while I do 500 for 25. I've gone up even big to 6,000 for 18,000. And that trade was like a 300. I think my biggest trade was like a $350,000, $400,000 trade. All right, I've gotten there. I'm not at the $1 million yet, but I got to like a $400,000 trade. All right. The point that I'm trying to make is you're going to slowly gain knowledge from the charts, and that's going to give you freedom. But until you decide to put in the work, you're going to be the same lame trader that keeps losing every single day. Okay? And you got to actually get disciplined. Now, you can sit here and trade every day for 2-3 years straight and learn and know a lot about trading, know a lot about yourself in and out, but still not have a concept, a model created. Curating a model is different than sitting here every day. You got to actively think about it. It's kind of like anyone can think and walk through the day, but some people are far more conscious of how they're using their brain. So you can trade all the time. And I'm telling you this because this happened to me. I was watching the YouTubers. I had all these, okay, I knew support or resistance. I knew all the terms, and I knew the patterns and stuff. But I had no model. And at one point, my brain is good at identifying what I needed to really do and then being sometimes afraid of that. So one day my brain was like I looked at it and it saw it. I was like, oh my God, good traders are backtesting tons of things, and then they're only using backtested models. And I was like, oh my God, that's painstaking. Like my brain was like, oh, that's a lot of mental work. I just want to open flags whenever I see them and just take, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to do that much work. And I put it off for a couple years, and I tried to do my thing, and I came back one day, and my mom was like, you're not going to get good at this if you don't procure a model. Like I knew what I needed to do, and I knew what good traders were doing, and I refused to put in the work. And and I'm telling you this because you'll sit here there's someone that could do this for 10 years, and they will never, ever, 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 ever really make the strides that are needed because they refuse to do the back testing. They refuse to do the conceptual deep dive work that hurts the mind. And that's with everything in life. That's not just trading. Once you understand how to do that in everything in life, you'll be able to do it in everything in life, not just trading. Understand? Okay? Now, what I just covered, I think, is monumental. I haven't really said it on the channel more. I touch on it, but not like the way I touched on it today. And so remember, you're in control here more than you realize. And, you have the data. You have a demo account. There's no reason you shouldn't be developing a solid system. Something that gives you a better than 50% shot at happening. Look, I knew there was I knew if it was 50-50, I never would have bought this in front of you guys today. I know there's like a 90% chance that I was going to be able to hit this trade when the 1 minute crossed the 200. I knew it. I study it for a living. All right? And I've put my money where my mouth is so many times in front of people I've never met. And it's played out for me. So I've challenged the challenge. I've walked the plank. And somehow I've learned that I don't fall off the plank more than I do. So I continuously walk the plank. All right? If you understand what I said today, you're going to make yourself an amazing trader. It's only up to you. I can't do it for you, me and Master Friend. We can push you, we can pull you, we can show you, we can do all the things. But man, when it comes down to it, it's up to you. How much effort you put into your backtesting, how much effort you put into your models is going to change your long-term effect in life. Here's another thing I want to talk about before I jump on out here. I always looked at how hard it was going to be for the week. You know what? A lot of those concepts that I have now, I can use them for the rest of my life. And you know what? When I was like, when I thought about how hard things were going to be for me personally, right? I would forget the fact that it was going to be a lifelong skill that I was going to have. I would just look at, for the next month or 2 months or maybe a year, this is going to be, how am I going to backtest? And then I'm going to have to write it all down. I'm going to create a diary, and I'm going to have to like really, really be consistent about my trades. And I'm going to have to write down when I make a trade and why did I lose? And I'm going to have to learn, and I'm going to have to really be consistent. I'm going to have to put down the drugs. I'm going to have to put down the alcohol. I'm going to have to put down the distractions that I've been using so long to get away from the pain because I don't want to be who I need to be. I want to run away from who I'm supposed to become. I want to go get high. I want to go drink alcohol. I don't want to handle the fact that I'm not ready to go after my destiny. God has told me. People have went up to me. I know I'm great. I know I'm meant to be amazing. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you. I'm talking you through you. I'm talking me through you. You know what I mean? This is you talking to yourself. You say, I'm meant to be great. I'm meant to be amazing. But why aren't you? What are you doing? What's going on? What's happening? Right? I'm going to enter this trade. I like it. All right. Again, limiting in. The limit orders are just, you just throw the price above price action and it'll limit you in at the best price possible. All right. I like the fact that we're holding the 200 MA very nicely in the 5. Tells me we likely can get to my target, so I'm back in on the trade. All right. Jamie, can you remind him about my AVAX super chat before he leaves? Thank you, my friend. Now, I'll go over the fan funding before I jump on out of here. I do that. I see AVAX in this kind of like, inverted head and shoulder on the 2 and 3 day. You see, just like Phantom was in. Again, it kind of says either we break out here or we have like a tough 2 months. It's, you know what I mean? Because if AVAX doesn't break out and it loses this support, I mean, its next real stop is 15, and it hasn't been there since like November, like a year now. So you really want to hope that this thing breaks on out, or but the daily looks interesting. 3-day chart looks okay. If the 3-day can break the 200 MA, you're going to pump so hard. So look for the next 2 or 3 days for the 3-day chart to break above this yellow line. If that happens, this, your friend, is a double bottom. Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside, above the point of control, and then you'd head back to 24.70. All right. Another super trend forming on the 1 minute. Yeah, I mean, I'm back up 8. I open trades and they're green immediately. Not every time, but yesterday I lost, right? Sammy, I lost 1.5 of my portfolio, but thanks to your explanations, I now understand why, and I know what to do moving forward. Thanks for the great education. Oliver, I love you. You can do this. Look, we're up $36. I'm the king of 3%. I told you that, right? No one makes 3% faster than me. I'm telling you right now, I'm the king of 3%, man. Nobody does it better than we do over here. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, Decrypted.tax, and Houdini Swap. We love you. We greatly appreciate everything that you do for my channel. Very, very amazing. For content creators and small businesses like myself, to get the support of other businesses in the industry really means a lot to me. I'll do my very best and put my best foot forward. No profanity, always professional, putting you guys in the best light with my brand every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Not many channels can say that. I don't know if any channel can say that. 57,000 for Bitcoin, pumping to the upside, gains on gains. We're now up $76 in the trade again. I showed you 2 times now how to get into a trade live that started to play out immediately when I got in. We are away from the 21. That does tell me that this is going to come down on me. I should just take my gains right now. It's just, even if we come up, come down, I mean, they're too far away. Got me stressed. But there I did it again. Bang, bang, bang. another trade live. And so you can say whatever you want about my trading style. You can say whatever you want about my trading wisdom. People can run their mouth all they want. I show you green trades constantly on this channel over and over again, whether short, long, you name it, it does not matter. All right. 21 is headed straight up. That'd be cool if it just brrrah. I see what you're saying, and then we're just going to carry it. I'm going to stay long, baby, and see where we go. Up another $68 pretty fast. It's been a great day of trading. Looks like we may make $1,000 today on this day if everything keeps going well. Knock on wood. Everybody, I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. Let's jump on into that fan funding before I say goodbye and see who was really nice enough to give today. We see Islam Faithy with the $5.99 pound. How can anyone hate on Sammy? I love this guy. I love you too, man. Greetings from Egypt. We got Paul Wood. Love Sammy. Could you check AVAX, please? Thank you, big player. Shout out to Paul. Master Friend. Remember AVAX out now. Life is fun again. Good time. See you next year. God bless Master Friend. I love you. I'm calling you tonight. You played it right, Sammy, because you stuck to your plan. For new people, I flipped it. We got it in. Shout out to DJ Diversidom. Shout out to Douglas Canal. Shout out to JV Rate Cuts. Get that capital ready, boys. Did BK just have a cross on the 2-month stochastic? I'm going to have to look at that. 1,700 people for the likes. Come on, guys. DJ. Yep. And Bufflink, man. A lot of people gave today. Thank you so much. We had concurrent views of almost 1,800. One of the biggest live streams cryptocurrency has seen. Our channel is blowing up. One of the biggest live streams in the entire industry right now. I'm telling you right now, everyone sees it. Agents are calling me. People are reaching out. They all want to get down. And I'm saying, how can we get a sponsorship? How can we get it on the... We want to... And I'm saying, nah, man, we're only taking exclusives and we're only supporting this brand. Like, I'm not running my brand through the mud. I'm not doing it. I work too hard for my brand, everybody. We're keeping it flashy. We're keeping it clean. We're keeping it fresh. All right? Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Put a 333 if you're still in games with the lifer right now. Finding your way as we may get this bigger pump to the upside. I'll keep you guys privy to what's happening inside the trading group. Let's get those likes to 1,000 likes, everyone. We can get to 1,000 likes. Why not? Let's get to 1,000 likes right now. We have 700 people here. Difference from the 700 likes. Come on, man. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. You said 57. I thought you said 57 to 50 though. Maybe your spot target was acquired. No, wait, what did you say? Let me see. Just tell me what you were saying, Master Friend. I want to learn. Yeah. Sammy, moving average strikes again. Brilliant trade, mate. Yeah, I'm going to call it the Sammy moving average, man. And look, we're coming back down now again. I wanted to take... We're too far away from the 200. I would take the trade down right now. I'll move the stop loss to break even. But I'm going to get out there and not lose any money. I don't like to lose, as you can see. And then I'll go from there. We're just too far away from the 21. I should have taken that 70. That I never get in when we're that far. I can't. I'd rather watch it pump and then get in later. Yeah. I'm leaving my Sunday schedule wide open, man. All right. I took it. And now I got to watch this closely because I may have to get right back in. What I like about it is the trade's still there. I just slide over and get right back in the trade. No problems. No questions asked over here. I want the 21 in price action to kiss and get close, nice and tight. And then I want to get back in. Your will is my command, Master Sam. Thank you. Thank you, Crypto Lifer. Enjoy your day. Good night from the Philippines. God bless you, man. Everyone that came out today and made this stream amazing. You guys did it again. You put us on the map again. YouTube knows who we are again. Google knows who we are again. The world knows who we are. Every single time we show up. And we bring it, man. And I'm so in love with all y'all. I'm so happy with this life. I'm so grateful for everything that I get to do. And I'm really, really grateful that God gave me a life of my dreams, man. And I saw people living a life of their dreams. I didn't realize how hard and how much I had to really curate the mind to get there. I listened to Jim Rohn every single day. He really helped me and propelled me to greatness. You know, funny, I like the trade again. It's like every time it looks flat, it's like watching this closely. I'm likely going to jump back in soon. All right. And thank you to dear Lord for bringing us all together. Lord, thank you for everything you've given me. God, thank you for all the abilities you let me possess in this life, the ability to talk, the ability to teach. And thank you for everyone that came to my live stream and made it amazing. I'll forever feel blessed being here with all you people. I really will. Every single day is a blessing. Every single moment that I share with you guys is a moment of gratitude that I can share again. So thank you. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. May God bless you all. Remember, you can, you will. You are the best, baby. Crypto is life. I'm entering the trade live right now again. Hold on. I'm getting back in the trade again right now. We're just staying above that 200, and it's looking right and tight. 159 for 750 here. Let's pull off a $1,000 win today. I love y'all. Be safe. Be amazing. Stay pocket squared up. Stay fresh. Stay rich, baby. In mind. And the wealth will come to you. You're the opportunity. Remember that. Guess what? Do you know what the secret to success is? It's getting started.